Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show. All right, dudes and dudettes, here's one of our, I think this is our second boss fight. Whoa, what's happening? Yeah, I'd like to point out that no, get back. I thought that was me. I thought I went down. That's our second boss fight.
Enough messing around. I'm going inside the plant. Gonna make sure these turtles never turn the filter back on.
Boing. Oh, he went in the water.
Y'all tadpoles gonna survive and thrive.
Should we follow him?
I'd rather not, personally.
On it! Cowabunga!
It's weird that y'all have human teeth. It is. It's.
So?
Did he beat you up?
Can't see a thing. Water's all murky.
So how can Genghis?
Well, he has those
island.
little.
Let's
Yeah.
see underwater.
I'm sorry, did something smart just come out of Raph's mouth?
I think they have
He
three.
and Donnie must have switched
A
bandanas.
second eyelid.
Hey, don't misunderestimate me.
Anyway, let's regroup. Figure out another way inside the facility.
Guys, we did it!
Got 11 of those? Oh. So in this last episode, I was talking about it to me, it's like one of the most I'm glad I'm doing this kind of thing. My music library, which I have named the SD card the library. Basically my entire music collection is fragmented across multiple sources. Some things are just gone. Some things are 100% gone. Like when I say like there are certain songs that I know I used to have, I don't have them anymore. And like because it's weird to me that like I have songs that I've had like before I had like a computer.
Frenemy?
Ah, crap.
What are we gonna do, guys? Genghis is one of the chillest dudes I know. It was upsetting to see him so unchill. I don't get it. How did he become infected if he didn't actually swim?
Do y'all
Bugs can
bathe?
breathe through the skin. It's called subcutaneous respiration.
Those are two really big words, Raph. Do you need to sit down?
What's with the reptile knowledge drops, Raphipedia?
I've been watching a lot of nature docs, actually.
So, you think all that time Genghis was hopping on the water, he was actually absorbing the protein through his webbed feet?
Yippers.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but that is a very sound theory. Also, a very big bad by us.
We gotta get inside that plant before he does something he'll regret. but that zero visibility water is a problem.
Let's drain it. Now that we know where
To
the
where?
facility is, we can poke a hole underneath.
You had me until poke. Speaking as someone who pokes bad guys for a living.
You need like a demolitions expert.
Let's tap Leatherhead. She's told me a lot of stories involving heavy machinery.
Shoot, that's actually Wingnut texting. Ah, man. She's been asking me to go to this arcade for weeks. I can't blow her off anymore.
Sounds like a fun way to
I would like to
before we
remind
approach
you that this
Leatherhead.
is like a life or
I
death
mean,
thing.
It was actually
Her feelings
a
can
group
can
text,
can relax.
so-
I call Blue Apron Doug and Sushi Sharks tournament fighters.
Krakuken!
Okay.
Yeah, that's the teeth. They have teeth. Father, their teeth. So yeah, my music is all spread out across like one external hard drive, 2 laptops. Technically, I guess. Well, I'm gonna just say 2 phones. Well, 1 phone and like 3 or 4 different micro SD cards. And so I think I started about 2 weeks ago. I think this is definitely the second Saturday. So at one point I was just dumping everything onto the SD card. And then once I tested the SD card in the phone to see how it would handle loading all that music, and it was doing pretty well, realized that all the album art and stuff was terrible. Some of the files weren't named correctly, so like the songs wouldn't show up under the right artist or the right album. So I then basically started the entire process over by going through my current laptop's iTunes library
Excuse me?
and
Leatherhead?
cross-referencing it with
Crikey!
my external hard drive
Sorry.
music library.
What are you doing sneaking up on me like that? I thought you were poachers.
Why are you watching a sewing tutorial?
Trying to pick
'Cause
up
I'm
some
tired of
pointers?
being naked.
What else?
I didn't know you were a seamstress.
We'll all have new careers come the apocalypse, won't we? I just got cracking a bit early.
Leatherhead, we need to ask you a Genghis-related favor.
Troubling news about the little croaker running off.
We have a rescue
What
plan,
is
but it involves
up
drilling a
with
hole in the roof
the-
of the sewers. Do you have any, I don't know, power tools strong enough to get through concrete?
How about a jackhammer?
I am your jackhammer.
You get me the jackhammer, then I'll get you a hole.
We're
Marvelous.
actually kind of broke right now.
Then borrow one from a construction site, yeah? There are condos going up all over the city. No one's gonna miss a single jackhammer for a fortnight.
Okay.
Like, we'll bring it
Do
back.
that.
Thanks, Leatherhead. We'll be back with the jackhammer.
I feel like there's almost probably like enough cutscenes in this game to piece together a movie, like a full hour and a half long film. For like, you know, to set up the next movie, which is weird because it feels like they could have just did that, just made the next movie this stuff, and like not made this game. Oh, that just. But then I wouldn't have had anything to play, so I guess I'd have found something. That's BS. I'd have found something. BS is short for bull stuff. It's the stuff bulls kick around, and it's, you know, not valuable. That's why we call it BS. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been like researching the music I have, making sure everything's in its own folders. If I have songs by more than 2 songs or more than 1 song by an artist, that artist gets its own folder, gets their own folder in the external hard drive, and on the SD card. But if they don't, if it's like it's a one-off by this one artist, I like this one song, then they go into a folder I call tracks, which is just what it sounds like. A folder filled with songs that are only by one, you know, a bunch of songs, but each one is only by a single artist. Okay. So I have 1 day to do this. Chicka chicka, boom bop bow, boom bop boom bow. Karaoke lounge. I don't know. Let's just do this. And so yeah. So in the 2 weeks that it took me I think like 4 or 5 days before I figured out like the right way to go about figuring out like how to put these songs, like how to like archive this music. And yeah, last night and today I spent a lot of hours on Hobson alone because I had his first 2 albums. I had Gazing at the Moonlight and I had Raw. And I had a few of the Ill Minds, and that was it. That's all I'd had. I had not gotten any new Hobson music after Raw. Love both albums. Both great albums. Last night I got everything. Last night and today, when I say I got everything, I went to his YouTube page and I took every random single that he released, downloaded it, got the album art for it, and then I got, because it's on his YouTube page, downloaded. I stole it. Yeah, I do intend to at some point buy physical copies of all of his music because I really like Hobson's music. Got Knock Madness last night, and then got all of No Shame today. And like it sounds like he's working on new music. Don't know. Do not know when there would be a way to find out if that's the case. But I can't stress to you enough. Hit the wrong button. Can't stress to you enough. When that happens, if I don't have the money, I will be downloading it. But as of right now, I have all the Hobson. I today, the thing that stopped me from being able to record on time today was I had to go back to my old laptop, which is only made complicated by the fact that, there we go, Mall Tusk. How big are you? Not very. Just hanging out in the corner? All right, cool. Going back into like, it's only made more difficult by the fact that I don't remember where I put the charger for that laptop. Like my current laptop and this laptop share a charger type because they're both HP, but the batteries aren't the same. Specifically, like there is no battery in this current laptop, because for whatever reason, and I think it's because like laptops aren't designed for you to constantly leave them plugged in. Like the batteries aren't designed for that. And I've had 3 laptops in my entire like life. 3. I've only had 3. None of them ran well when they weren't plugged in. And they've all been I think all HPs. My first laptop was an HP Touchmark. Great fucking laptop. Dang. Really great laptop. Was like I've only ever had a touchscreen laptop. I really liked that laptop. Like I super loved that laptop. Like it was great for music, great for movies. Kilowatt. I think they're supposed to be like kilowatt. Okay. All right. So how many are left? Like 5? That's not too many. That's not too bad. Really like, yeah, but the motherboard, the fan on that hard drive, the fan on the motherboard for that laptop burned out, and getting a new motherboard would be the only way to get it to work, and that's just not happening. They're too lazy to do any actual lab work. But I brought my friend Wingnut. Hi. Well, hello there. So, Wingnut, is it? Tell me about your interest in the sciences. The scientist is always they're always figuring out like The secret formula to beat the kaiju. You know what I mean? I haven't seen any Japanese cartoons, but a few months ago, we all saw a kaiju. So, welcome. Oh, Donnie, important protein update. My test sites have revealed a worrying trend. Even in areas of the city where the contagion level is relatively low, mutant mayhem continues to spread. We're seeing what can only be described as spontaneous adaptation. Mutants developing new abilities, both offensive and defensive, seemingly on the fly, which leads me to believe that the protein is contagious and volatile. This is just like Phantasma Sonata. Is that an anime? It's an anime about an ordinary schoolgirl who must stop the spread of a virus from the astral plane. That's kind of what we need to do here. If we can locate and contain these vector mutants, we can lower the city's contagion level. That'll mean less ferocious mutants overall. That makes our job easier. I'll drop a pin where I've detected a particularly bad outbreak. We're so there. Take this. I've adapted the protein detector into an air quality monitor. We can use it to triangulate the location of the vector mutant. Can't say no to a shiny new gadget. Contagion missions. Unlock contagion missions. Alright, cool. One more thing. After you defeat that vector mutant, bring me back a sample of their hair. Ew. Armed with a sample of their malleable DNA, we can develop powerful something or other. Right here at a STEM club, which can enhance your combat abilities. Contagion missions. Contagion missions are special missions where you need to find and defeat contagious enemies before time runs out. Play contagion missions in the lab to lower the pollution levels and earn experience points. During contagion missions, use the pollution reader to find contagious enemies. The closer you are to the contagious enemy, the higher the readings will be. We can use the protein to stop the protein. This is a literal hair of the dog that bit you scenario. I didn't know that was the rest of that phrase. I've always heard hair of the dog. I didn't know the rest of it was that bit you. So yeah, I do think it counts, like, if you go see one person, yeah, that's a day. It's not half a day, it's an entire day. Marvelousness. Oh man. I'm gonna stop this episode here. Like I said, I was gonna try to keep these down to 15 minutes. And it took all of 15 minutes to do everything you just do what you just experienced. So in the next episode, we'll do whatever the name of this mission is. I don't remember. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you didn't, it's too late. It's over with. But maybe if you come back next time, it'll be a little bit better. I don't know, man. Until then, get out.